So what people haven't noticed about the Kansas City Chiefs is that the way they've been playing down the stretch is the perfect way to play going into the playoffs. And this is not just talking about the offense. This is not just talking about Patrick Mahomes. We have to also touch on what the defense has been doing in these past few games. So let's touch up on that. So a new dimension has emerged for this Chiefs team, and it's a defensive dimension that could prove Kansas City's greatest asset, other than Patrick Mahomes, heading into the NFL's postseason. So if you look at over the first 14 weeks of the NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs defense forced only 10 turnovers. But if you looked at the last 3 games, obviously we're not going to count the Broncos game because nobody was playing. But the last 3 games before that, which was obviously an intense 11-day stretch, because remember those games was like not spread out at all. We played like 3 games in 11 days. They've amassed 9 turnovers, which marks a dramatic turnaround for the unit, obviously. So the Chiefs have a plus 10 turnover differential over that stretch. And special teams is obviously credited with one of those 10. And when you look at how the defense has been playing throughout those games, the Kansas City Chiefs won all 3 of those matchups by a combined margin of 41 points, which should be no surprise when the defense is playing that good. So the story of the season for the Kansas City Chiefs, we know it's been the efficiency at the winning the one-score games. We've won 11 one-score games in 2024, so that's obviously a crazy stat right there. But that's really due to the fact that we had, because the offense looking better, but we had an offense that lacked explosive plays and a defense that up until recently has struggled to create turnovers, which is hard to win with in today's NFL. But now the way this Chiefs offense look and this Chiefs defense look at the same time, this is deadly heading into the playoffs. And a lot of people they look at the 20-something days of rest and they say, damn, man, that's bad for the Chiefs. Like, they're going to look very, very bad. They're going to look rusty. But the Kansas City Chiefs, we don't get rusty. When we get breaks and rest like that, we actually come out looking better. And y'all all know that. So, yeah, man. If this trend continues in the postseason, of course it expands the possibilities for us to not only be back-to-back champions, because we already are that, but back-to-back-to-back champions, aka a three-peat. So the tide began to turn when the Chiefs seen the Cleveland Browns. They managed just one takeaway across 2 tightly contested games against the Raiders and the Chargers. But against the Browns, the Chiefs exploded for 5 turnovers, which obviously put their momentum on a whole nother level, man. And they was looking dominant, a momentum shifting defense. Like, this Chiefs defense is elite, and I can only imagine what they're gonna do in the playoffs. Like, they're gonna really have a big playoffs. I think it's gonna be better than last year and the year before that. That might be a hot take, but that's what I think. So yeah, man, with home field advantage, I mean, this Chiefs team is gonna be pretty hard to stop. It's gonna be a hard team to go against. Like, when you look at this Kansas City Chiefs team, and you look at all these players that they have on the defensive side of the ball, Charles who coming back, he obviously helped the defense a lot. You got Turk Wharton, who's playing good. You got Carl Laftis, Chris Jones, all these guys that's playing good on the D-line. You got the secondary that's looking pretty solid with Trent, McDuffie, and all these type of dudes. Now, if we face the Buffalo Bills again, we have to have a better game plan than what we did. Like, we have to have a better game plan than that, man. Like, we literally didn't send any pressure, bro. Like, come on. We didn't send any pressure. Josh Allen was just doing what he wants, running all over us. Like, that can't happen again. Now, I think his game plan, obviously, I think he didn't have a game plan. That was just more of whatever. We're not going to show the Bills everything we got. We're just going to go out there and just let them do what they want to do against us, because we don't want to show off, or we going, like the Chiefs didn't mind sacrificing a loss to the Bills to, get right against them in the playoffs. I mean, this is the thing about the Buffalo Bills, man. It's always an easy win for them against us in the regular season or whatever. But as soon as we get to the playoffs, they can't get it done against us, man. Like, it just never happens. So for the Chiefs not to make the Super Bowl, they got to be a bunch of guys that never could beat Patrick Mahomes. Allen, Lamar, Herbert, Bo Nix, and Russell Wilson, they all can't beat Patrick Mahomes when it matters. So for the Chiefs not to make the Super Bowl, this is what will have to happen. One of these dudes have to beat Patrick Mahomes when it doesn't matter. And I just don't see, I mean, when it does matter, I just don't see how that happens. The Chiefs defense, especially a defense that might get Jalen Watson back, it might be wraps. Like, this defense might really show off in the playoffs like they always do. But on offense, we're going to need Patrick Mahomes to be Patrick Mahomes, obviously. I mean, he's not going to throw an interception in the playoffs, you know. If you really look at what he did in the last 8 games of the regular season, 15 TDs, 2 interceptions, Patrick Mahomes is here. Patrick Mahomes is back. Patrick Mahomes is ready to win. This is scary. This is scary. We're going to have to go. Like, teams don't understand what they're going against. You're going to have to go against a Patrick Mahomes who wants to make NFL history, who can possibly do a three-peat. Then you got to go against a Chiefs defense that's angry. The Chiefs defense that's about to be fully healthy. What? Like, how could you have confidence against us? I don't see how. Like, Mahomes is... Patrick Mahomes is looking angry. He's looked like his 2022 self in these past 8 games. Now you have to face him in the playoffs when he could possibly three-peat. Andy Reid's been calling mediocre play calls all season, and now he's going to be in the playoffs where he's going to show everything he has. Worthy, Hollywood, DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, Justin Watson, Noah Gray. All of these dudes is on offense. They're healthy. They're ready to go. Come on, man. Defense, Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson's going to be back. Chris Jones. Everyone's back. Everyone's ready to go. Arrowhead. Divisional round, a bunch of rest while teams is playing hard-fought wild card games. The Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be a battle against whoever we play. If we play the Eagles again, I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That revenge narrative, that shit always scares me in the Super Bowl. But we did beat the 49ers twice, so I mean, like, the Lions is also scary because, bro, Patrick Mahomes never beat Jared Goff. And it's so weird because Mahomes always goes toe-to-toe with Jared Goff. It's just that, I don't know, like, it's always the Chiefs that just lose somehow. Like, I don't know why Jared Goff always, like, just wins against us. But that won't happen in the Super Bowl. This is the Chiefs' year. The only reason people saying we're not going to win is because they're going to say no team ever three-peated. But no team was ever in this much of a likely position to three-peat, bro. I mean, come on. These teams are whack. They're now on the Kansas City Chiefs teams level. Yeah, they're now on the Kansas City Chiefs level. Like, this Chiefs team, they will three-peat, honestly. And nobody has noticed this about the Chiefs, except for Chiefs fans. But the defense and the offense have been complementing each other very well in these past games. And now they're heading into the playoffs with a bunch of rest, with a game plan. Arrowhead, home field advantage, playoff opener. Chiefs are guaranteed to the AFC Championship at least, and they was going to need a game from there to go to the Super Bowl. Let's get it. It's been your boy, Chiefs Priority. I'm out, man. Peace.